Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a new foundation. This is a foundation with a difference. It's a drop foundation. I've never tried this, so I'm really intrigued to see if the drop side of the foundation is going to help with my application. I'm really intrigued to see how it applies, and yeah, absolutely looking forward to this so much. Now, I've already shared with you the Camouflage full cover foundation, and after that I just couldn't wait to try this one. That one was definitely full coverage, or medium to full, I would say, definitely buildable. This one, is it going to cover? You think of a dropper consistency or a liquid consistency to be quite lightweight, but is it lightweight? Is it going to cover? I'm so intrigued. This retails for £7 and you can pick it up from either revolutionbeauty.com or superdrug.com. I've mentioned it before in my other videos. I have seen it, I believe, on the Revolution Pro Instagram, where these products are going to be in store at Superdrug stores from the 4th of April. I'm so looking forward to checking the other products out that I actually haven't got. I'm waiting actually for some products to be available in store, because like brow products, for example, they're a little bit tricky to, you know, see over the internet. So I'm so looking forward to that. And of course, if you have problems with checking out your like foundation shade as well, they are going to be in some stores, like I say, from the 4th of April. I've gone with F4 because in the stick foundation, the fast base foundation, I'm F4. In the concealer, conceal and define, I'm C4. And also in the foundation that I shared with you a couple of days ago, the Camouflage foundation, I'm also F4. So the F stands for foundation, the C stands for concealer. But yeah, I'm F or C4 in each product. So that was very easy for me. Although obviously I haven't tried it. I think I did a swatch in my haul video, so I'm really intrigued by this. Now, I always add concealer first, always. So that's what I'm going to do. I have done my brows and I've done a little bit of eyeshadow as well. Not quite finished that off, obviously. But yeah, I'm going to apply a little bit of conceal and define first of all, as I always do, and then move on to the foundation. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of that. And just tap it in. I don't know why, but I always find, I don't know why, my finger just works the product in a little bit better. It's probably because that's what I'm used to. And of course on the other side as well. Always bring it down a little bit, and then I can blend it in a little bit better with the actual foundation. So I'm just going to clean my hand. So now I'm going to just swatch the foundation as well. I think I already have in another video, but I want you to see F4. So that's F4 swatched. So I hope you can see that okay. There we go, that's better. So it has got a little bit of a pink undertone to it. I know on the website, and I've mentioned this before as well, that on the website it says F4 has a neutral undertone and F5 has a pink undertone. They should be swatched. F4 has the pink undertone and F5 has the neutral undertone. Again, if you have any problems looking at the, making, I suppose, a choice, I can't guarantee obviously that these are going to match the concealers, but I do have swatches of all 18 concealer shades on my Instagram if you want to check that out, and that clearly shows the undertones on there if you want to just have a look at that. But I can definitely tell you that F4 has the pink undertone and F5 is neutral. So now what I'm going to do, I'm not quite sure how you apply it. Do you pop it on your brush? I don't have the foundation brush that they are selling with this foundation. I think it's got a little bit of a there's like a well in the middle of it for you to drop the foundation, but I think I'm going to pop it on my face and just drop it on and see how I get on. I need a little bit more there. Now you can see it's definitely runny in consistency. And so now I've got a clean kabuki brush. I've just picked these up from eBay a few years back, and you can still pick them up. If you just go onto eBay and put in foundation kabuki, you will see the sets of these. They are relatively inexpensive, but I absolutely love these brushes. Well, I must say that is really good. Now, like I say, I expect it, and you can see that it's very liquidy. I've applied it here and you can see that it's obviously dripped a little bit, but also, oops, I've got an eyelash or something there. It's definitely covering. I wouldn't say it's sorry, there's an eyelash there. I wouldn't say that it's full coverage. I would definitely say that it is light. I'm going to have to put more on. You know from, or if you are a regular viewer, that I do like quite a full coverage foundation. And you would have also seen at the beginning that I do have redness to my skin as well. I'm just going to use the product from the swatch just to cover my nose. It's definitely a very good match for my skin tone. And it's also very dewy, which I'm not particularly keen on. So I will have to powder this down and see how that looks. The Fast Base foundation is, I mean, it looks absolutely fantastic when I first apply it, but it's just by the end of the day, that it just looks quite dewy. Now I'm just going to drop a little bit on my brush because I also want to just go down my neck a little bit. It's definitely, I would say, a light to medium coverage. But it is just very dewy. I mean, I don't mind a little bit of dewiness. I mean, I've spoken about this a lot because my favourite foundation is the L'Oreal foundation. Now I think, does my chin need a little bit more? The problem is, because it's so lightweight, I'm used to something a little bit thicker in consistency, and I'm going to have to do a little bit more on my jawline. So I'm just going to drop a little bit more. Yeah, I'm used to obviously the L'Oreal foundation. It's a little bit thicker, and even though that one is sold as a matte foundation, because I have oily skin, that one does get a little bit dewy, but not over the top dewy. I don't mind a little bit of dewiness, obviously, because that does, you know, I don't want my makeup to be a mask. I want it to look as natural as possible, but obviously still give me the coverage. This, I don't know. I'm going to have to matte this one down, I think. See if I like it once it's matte. So I'm using my Obsession and this is the Obsessive Contour, I think. It doesn't have a name on it. Let me just have a look. Yeah, it is Obsessive Contour. And I'm just going to use the banana powder, and I'm using the contour brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to mattify all of the areas. If you like a lightweight foundation that looks very much like skin, you know, your natural skin, then this one is definitely going to do that. For a lightweight for a lightweight foundation, and I hope I just said foundation as well. If you like a lightweight foundation, this one is very lightweight. It doesn't feel tight on the skin, doesn't feel heavy. Sometimes when you apply a foundation, you can feel that heaviness. I can't feel that heaviness at all. My face is very flexible, so, you know, as I'm talking, you know, it's not tightening my face, which some foundations do. It looks very lightweight on the skin, and now I have mattified those areas that I like to be a little bit mattified. It's giving me a glow. I can see that in the camera, but it's giving me a glow, but it's not over the top glowy. So yeah, so far so good. That's actually very, very good. And it's lightweight. I can still feel I feel like my skin is breathable, if you know what I mean. It's that lightweight texture. I've got some beauty marks on my face. They are showing through, but it has covered that redness, and it's giving me a nice base to work with now. So yeah, so far very impressed. I really liked how I could apply it as well. So it made it very easy. The only thing that I felt was a little bit tricky, because I did actually want to purchase the brush that goes along with that drop of foundation, but when I actually dropped, you've got the bottle, then you take the you know, the product out and drop a little bit on a brush. That was a little bit tricky, and I felt that perhaps something may drop, if you know what I mean, rather than just the foundation. So I might just keep to dropping it on my face, because I can see that I'm going to drop it. It just feels a little bit too much. So yeah, so far so good. Now I want to apply some base products on top of it to see how they work. So I'm going to use my Renaissance Glow and use the shade, the deepest shade, not the highlight shade, and also my NYX fan brush as well. And I'm just going to apply, and also I suppose going over with this product will mattify my face even more. I really like how it looks on the skin, because it really does look like your skin. It just doesn't look heavy or cakey. Very impressed with that actually so far. Now, am I going to be able to get this right? Usually I get this terribly wrong on camera, so I'm going to try my best. A little bit more. Better. I do like quite a bit of this applied, just because I like a lot of colour to my cheeks. So sorry, it just takes a little bit of time for me to apply everything correctly, sorry. But I do like doing everything in real time so that you can see you know, what I'm actually doing. There's always a patch here, there's always a circle there that doesn't apply correctly. So I think that is okay. Now what I want to do is just add a little bit of blush, and I'm going to use MAC, and which one is this one? It is Blushbaby, one of my favourites. I'm using my Wilko blush brush, and this is the MAC Blushbaby. This has got a little bit of rosiness to it. It's that beautiful mauvey colour. Absolutely love this. The only thing that I can see is, and I don't know if it's because it's a dewy consistency, but I do find that this does happen with the Renaissance Glow. Now what happens is that if a foundation is quite dewy, this product, the Renaissance Glow, goes a little bit muddy on the skin and it doesn't glide on. Now when I use this with my L'Oreal, it works perfectly because the foundation is a little bit matte, it glides on, but because this is it's not completely matte, you know, you can feel it's not drying down or anything like that, then I do tend to get this. So for example, with the L'Oreal, if I apply my foundation, I apply the Renaissance Glow, and then for example I then get my foundation brush again and then just go over it, for example, it then does cause this muddiness. It causes it also if the foundation is a little bit dewy, and that is what's happened here. So I've got patches of discoloration, it's not gone on, and usually, and I know that I've always got that circle there, but this looks like, you know, deep circles of product, which I don't usually get. So that is a little bit disappointing for me. I think what I'll have to do is get some, and I have been after some translucent powder. Again, it's a product that I want to look at in store. I think if I put that all over my face with this foundation and then add the Renaissance Glow, it may be a better application. But with my L'Oreal foundation, which is my holy grail, and I love it so much because there's no effort to it, you know, and I don't have to think up techniques to make that foundation work. I don't know, I'm not happy with the, you know, spots of colour. It should just be a lovely sheer wash of colour, and it's not. It looks like, yeah, I'm not happy with that. But anyway, I'm going to carry on, and I'm going to use my flex brush, and I'm going to pop this on, and this is the Revolution Pro 4K highlighter palette in rose gold. I absolutely love this. If you don't get anything else from the range, I would recommend that you pick this up. It is beautiful, it's soft, it is pigmented, it is just beautiful, and it certainly feels a lot more of a quality product than the £8 that you pay for it. I just love it so much. Beautiful. Actually, I'm just going to put a little bit on my nose, see how that applies with the foundation. Love that. Now I'm just going to get my eyeshadow and just complete my look. The eyeshadow palette that I've used today is the one that I shared with you yesterday. It's the Revolution Pro Regeneration palette called Mirage. So I've used this one, and today I've gone for Intent. So it's that one there. I've then gone with Division, which is that plum colour there, and I've gone on the lid with the bottom shade Dynamic, and then I will finish the inner corner with this one here, and that is Awaken. So I'm just going to get a little bit of Intent, which was that first pink shade, and just brush that underneath the eye. Then I'm getting a little bit of division and then just keeping that a little bit closer to the lash line and just blend that in to mimic what I've done on the lid. Then I'm just getting a little bit of Awaken, which was that last light shade, and just going all the way around the inner corner now, just to add a little bit of brightness. Lovely. And the lipstick that I'm going to choose today is and I'm obsessed with these, it's the Pro Supreme Matte Lip Pigment and it is Visionary, and they look like this. You will have seen them all over my channel. I'm absolutely loving these. I think I've worn these every single day since I've received them. This is a beautiful dusky pink colour. Love how it applies. I just love it so much. That's better. Where did I put the foundation brush? Yeah, that's better. I went a little bit over, and because the foundation is a little bit tacky, my lipstick, because they don't dry down, it spread a little bit, so I had to clean that up. But these lipsticks, they do go matte, completely matte. It just takes a little while to dry down. So that is the full face on. Let me just pop my hair down. And give you my last thoughts about this foundation. So I really liked how it applied. I love how you apply it, so drop it onto the skin. Really like that. I think the shade F4 is perfect for me. So I think the, you know, if you are, you know, whatever you are in the fast base, you are going to be in this, as well as the full coverage camouflage foundation, as well as the conceal and define, whatever shade you like. In fact, actually no, because the concealer is always lighter. In the across the board with the foundation, you're going to be the same. It works absolutely perfectly. I love how it feels on the skin. It feels very lightweight, very breathable. I like how it looks to a certain degree when you powder it down. So to start with, it's definitely too shiny for me, too oily looking. I do like it to be, or my foundation to have a little bit of, you know, a little bit of dewiness, but not to be too dewy. And I think with this one, and I'll give you an update in tomorrow's video, I think, this one I think is going to definitely be a little bit too dewy. I can see that just by looking at it, but like I say, after I've worn it for about 8 hours, I will give you an update tomorrow as to how it wore. Sorry, that lipstick is still not quite right there. So yeah, so I like how it looks. I like how you apply it. I like how you know, lightweight it is. I like the price. It's £7. The only problem that I've got with it is because it's a little bit dewy, the Renaissance Glow, which is my absolute favourite, it hasn't applied. It's a little bit muddy and it's gone to, I don't know, it's just in patches here, which it does happen if the foundation is a little bit dewy. So I'm not keen on that 100%. I will have to try it out again just to see how it applies. But yeah, overall, I would say it's about a 7 out of 10, which is actually not bad for me, especially with a dewy foundation. I mean, for me to stop using the L'Oreal, which I can rely on, you know, and I like how it looks on me, the foundation has got to be, you know, fantastic. I'm not sure about this one yet. Like I say, I've got to see how it wears, and I will share that with you tomorrow. But at the moment, it's not too bad. I mean, a 7 out of 10 is not bad at all. It's just not perfect. Perhaps if I try it again and I mattify this area a little bit more and then apply the Renaissance Glow, it will apply a little bit better. But, you know, this is a try on and it's not applied, you know, 100% for me at the moment. But overall, not bad. It's definitely covered everything that I want to cover on my face as well. I mean, you saw at the beginning that my face is a little bit pigmented with pink or red patches. It's covered that completely, but it's still lightweight, breathable, and looks amazing. So again, I think if you've got dry skin, this is going to be fantastic for you. I think it looks very similar to me to the Fast Base. You know, it's got that shine. I wish that they would come out with a matte foundation, and then, you know, that would work perfectly for me just because my skin is so oily. But yeah, I'll let you know in tomorrow's video how it wore, and I'll pop a picture, a close-up picture of, you know, what it looks like on my Instagram as well for you. Of course, I would absolutely love your feedback. What do you think about this? Have you tried it? What kind of skin have you got and has it worked for you? Really love all of that feedback from you. And of course, if you have just stumbled across my channel, I would absolutely love it if you subscribe to watch further videos. But until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.